Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. It is time to say Happy 4th of July, ladies and gentlemen. It is referee Rob Jackson back with another video. Welcome back to the Referee's Corner. Today we are reacting to, yes, I have to worry about getting this fucking thing. This is a vest that I'm using for part of my chop saw gimmick, because I am chop saw as part of wrestling. This is what I'm using for my gimmick. Welcome back to the Referee's Corner. Today we are reacting to Darth Theorist. What if Anakin learned to remove force connections like Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender? Not Ong, Aang. And happy 4th of July, ladies and gentlemen. We are celebrating today. Nice little Parmesan brandy. Grande Amber. I believe it's made of wine. Don't know. Let's get right into it.
What if Anakin learned to remove force connections like Aang? Let's explore the depths of it in the video. It's been a few weeks since his return to Mortis, and things have changed. He has felt a strange sensation, a dark shadow that looms over him. It is as if the dark side is close by, standing over him and ready to pounce. He has no idea how this might have happened, as his memories from Mortis were wiped. Although Ahsoka and Obi-Wan were sympathetic towards him, neither one can answer his questions. Taking Master Yoda's suggestion, he decided to try meditation and understand this darkness. Anakin tried solely with the normal Jedi meditation techniques to no avail, but now he has decided to try something different.
Good.
No matter what he does,
Let the hate flow
specter
through
of
you,
the sun
Anakin.
never leaves him. So rather than try to suppress it, Anakin touches that area and pushes beyond the veil to try to get answers. Anakin feels a wave of darkness.
Hold on a second, Anakin, if you're going to. Alright, hold on. Whoa, I know. I normally don't have the hat off for these videos. It's a rarity, depending on the video. That's because what in the spirit of Star Wars with the 4th of July, I gotta... Oh, whoops. I gotta do it. I have to have the hood. Yes, continue. Oh, when was this uploaded? This was a year ago. Oh, interesting. All right, let's do it.
Darkness wash over him as the negativity of the galaxy comes flowing through him. The doubt, anger, and fear of the galaxy coalescing.
Yes.
The loudest screams come from a single point, a mining colony on Baldemnik. The journey to Baldemnik is tense as Anakin wonders whether he is doing the right thing. He tells the Jedi Order that he must take a break to purge the dark side from him. When he arrives, the old mining colony stands eerily silent, cold and desolate. The place feels unnatural, a scar left by dark energies. Anakin picks up his sensor and pushes through the rubble in one of the abandoned tunnels. He looks through the caverns, searching for anything useful. Anakin finds signs of a great battle here, and also of a natural disaster. But among the rubble, he sees the remains of one figure. By this point, he is long dead, a little more than a skeleton. But these are the remains
Darth
of
Tenebris, nice.
As he gets closer, his scans
Good.
go wild as the
Darth
midichlorians are all over
Tenebris
this cavern.
Was
But
my
something is
master's
off about them.
master.
They appear much more powerful than anything he's ever seen.
So
More
is this
powerful than any Jedi has ever seen.
are these
He
shades
quickly
of...
gathers a sample of these strange midichlorians and begins studying them back on Coruscant.
Sorry, this is a red
To
hoodie
his
that I use
surprise,
for my
he
chub saw
learns
gimmick.
that these midichlorians are different. There's something strange.
Yes, it was a
Someone
good
has
dusty
tampered
baby.
with them.
Oh, you so
As he
comfortable. Yeah,
examines
my cat's over there.
The
She's just chilling.
midichlorians hum with an echo of Tenebris's last thoughts. Fragments of
Join the dark side. We have cats. My cat Dusty is over there on my bed, relaxing. Who's a good baby girl? Dusty. She's so tired. Oh, she's so cute, and she's so comfortable on the felt whatever kind of fucking covers they are.
of dark wisdom and hidden knowledge.
Happy 4th of July, by the way.
Is a location that unfolds in his mind.
We are on the dark side today.
Tenebris's, buried and waiting. Part of Anakin wants to continue this search, but he knows that he still has his duties to the Jedi Order, so he puts this study on the back burner, reminding himself that he is a Jedi first and foremost.
Yes,
but over time, his loyalty to the Order begins to fade.
I was going to say, it's good for a Jedi to learn all aspects of the Force, not just the dogmatic, narrow view of the Jedi.
War and help the galaxy at large. This leads him to begin continuing his research, trying to unlock the powers hidden by these so-called maxi-chlorians. Eventually, he decides to venture into the laboratory of Darth Theorist. Anakin stands at the
So I want to pause right here and say I forgot that the Plagueis novelization exists, and you could listen to it on YouTube, which we will be doing a, I guess you could say a quote-unquote live reaction to. Well, it's not really live, but it's going to be like a mock live stream, kind of. But yeah, we will be doing that. And I know I'm trying to figure my shit out with this. Like I gotta mess with this a little bit. Lord Vader doesn't have to put up with anything like this with his hood getting up because, oh wait, I took away his ability to wear a cloak. Oh wait, no, Obi-Wan Kenobi did that. If Joe Pesci were part of the Squid Games, red light, green light. Oh boy, man! If Joe Pesci were part of the Squid Games, that'd be funny as fuck, dude. All right, let's get back to it.
The entrance, his eyes adjusting to the dim
Darth
lights inside.
Theorist,
The lab is vast, filled with equipment that looks more like arcane instruments than scientific tools. Most of them are covered with a layer of dust, as they haven't been used in many years. Moving carefully, Anakin steps deeper into the lab, scanning the shelves and tables piled with ancient datapads and tattered journals. He picks up a holodisc and plays it, showing a recording of the infamous Darth Theorist, where he reveals parts of his twisted story. The Sith Master's recordings are meticulous, yet laced with obsession, detailing his experiments with midichlorians and his relentless pursuit to manipulate life. Anakin frowns as he comes across passages describing Tenebris's belief that the Force was merely a tool, something to be bent and reshaped to suit his will. In his arrogance,
And by the way, those shots, these ones, or not these ones, but
bent.
These ones that you see, they're from the Star Wars Movie Duels mod So this is from the Star Wars Movie Duels mod, and the mod can be used for, and it's on the PC port of Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. So it's the third Star Wars Jedi Knight game. But yeah, that's Star Wars Movie Duels, and the only reason why I know is because I used to have it. And I wanted to do some videos on Star Wars Movie Duels, and I ended up doing some, but like they ended up turning out to be shit because Star Wars Movie Duels at the time wasn't finished, and now it is. And someone did a whole retelling of the Darth Plagueis novelization on the Star Wars Movie Duels mod on Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, and they have like the whole retelling, the whole book. Like, is a whole retelling on the thing. So we'll actually go over that soon. Actually, you know what? Shoot, we'll definitely do that after this is done. But we're going to go over this, and then we're going to do the, for the 4th of July special, I'm going to give you guys a gift, and I'm going to do a whole video on the Star Wars Darth Plagueis retelling.
Reshaped to suit his will. In his arrogance, Tenebris injects himself with his own engineered strains of maxi-chlorians, hoping to extend his lifespan by ensuring they never die. While he was partially successful,
get real-world experience for the world of music and audio at Full Sail
Join
University.
the dark side. We have no ads. We forget to skip them and do our membership, but we have no ads.
Transfer his consciousness to other beings, but it came at the cost of eroding his connection to the Force.
Yep.
This only further weakened him, as his appearance in subsequent entries grows more haggard and frustrated. Soon, the holodisc dies out entirely, leaving Anakin to ponder everything he learned. While he has no intention of trying this experiment and extending his life, he is fascinated with the idea of being able to take away someone's connection with the Force. At the top of his head, Anakin can think of a few people who deserve it.
The Sith?
Anakin can't help but feel a strange pull.
Mace Windu?
Mix of horror
Mace
and
Windu definitely
fascination.
fucking deserves it.
The idea of altering the Force itself, it's a forbidden concept. Yet Tenebrous' research is brilliant in its own way, and Anakin begins to study it, poring over the research and data gathered over the years and taking it back with him to Coruscant as he continues his role in the Jedi Order. For someone with talents in engineering and science, Anakin can decipher many of these ideas that Tenebrous proposes in his research. He begins to reverse engineer the research, learning how to manipulate midichlorians, not how to make them live longer, but to alter them and even cut them off from the Force. As he begins this experiment, Anakin's loyalty to the Jedi continues to fade, as he sees more of their failures and watches more go over to the dark side. He can't help but wonder whether the Jedi have truly lost their way and deserve to continue remaining such a massive and respected organization. The final straw comes with his Padawan, Ahsoka, as she is wrongly accused of bombing the Jedi Temple and expelled from the Order. Anakin's
The Jedi Temple bombing is the last part that sealed Anakin's
as
fate.
he proves that it's Barriss, not Ahsoka, responsible for the Jedi bombing. While this does save her, it shatters Anakin's trust in the Jedi Order. Any guilt he still has towards his research vanishes.
This is
as
the
Anakin
moment
no
where
longer
Anakin's
sees
fate
them
was
as the guiding
completely
force
sealed.
behind understanding these things.
After that, like,
If anything, Anakin now sees them as enemies who deserve to be experimented on in hopes of furthering his research.
good,
He already has the
Anakin.
perfect test subject.
Good.
Anakin slips into Coruscant's prison complex. The halls are dimly lit, and guards march by on patrol. He waits for them to leave, and then slips past them as he makes his way deeper into the prison complex, searching for one particular person.
Count Dooku?
He reaches
Oh no,
the cell where
Barriss-Offee.
Barriss-Offee is held, her silhouette barely visible through the barred door. Anakin feels a grim satisfaction seeing her there, but not as much as what he's about to do next. He then starts to open the door and steps inside, his shadow looming over her. Barriss stirs, her eyes widening as she recognizes him.
Anakin, what are you doing here?
Anakin says nothing. He steps closer, his eyes cold, calculating. Extending his hand, he grabs her and pulls her close. Barriss gasps and tries to resist his attack, pulling away. But Anakin holds her firm. Without a word, he grabs her by the throat and begins to squeeze her, knocking the fight out of her. Just as she's about to black out, Anakin drops her to the ground, but then presses his hands against her forehead, using the Force to touch her mind and feel for the midichlorians around her. He can sense them flowing within, strong despite her captivity. Tenebrous' research pulses in his mind. He knows how to alter it, to manipulate the Force within a person's very cells.
This is a very
Anakin.
dangerous Anakin.
Please.
He reaches out, not physically, but through the Force, letting his will seep into her. He feels the midichlorians within her begin to shift, to bend under his influence, even as she tries to resist his influence.
Oh,
It's as
shit.
if he's found a thread within her, one he can pull, unraveling her connection to the Force bit by bit. She gasps, clutching her chest as her strength begins to wane, her connection slipping away like sand through her fingers. Anakin watches, fascinated, letting her bond to the Force weaken. It's a strange, thrilling sensation to hold that power, to sever someone's connection. Finally, he releases his grip, watching as Barriss collapses to the ground, her once sharp presence in the Force now hollow and empty.
Why?
Dusty baby.
This is justice, Barriss.
No, my
You
cat
don't answer to
Dusty.
the Jedi
She's
code
just
anymore.
sleeping. She's so comfortable.
And neither do
That's
I.
awesome.
The success of this experiment surprises Anakin, as he's never expected it to work so well. Despite that, you can feel the power of his newfound ability, its potential limitlessness. But as he returns to his quarters, he feels a strange sensation over him. Anakin returns to his quarters, the echoes of his encounter with Barriss still fresh in his mind. The thrill of his newfound power lingers in his veins, intoxicating and potent. He never expected his experiment to work so
I'm gonna turn on my
perfectly.
AC because it's
but it
hot
did.
as hell.
He felt her connection to the Force shatter beneath his grip. The realization makes his hands tremble, not with fear, but with excitement. Yet, as he stands in the silence of his quarters, a strange sensation washes over him. It's as if someone else is there, a presence coiling around his mind like a dark fog. He stiffens, scanning the room, his hand reflexively moving toward his lightsaber. But then he realizes the presence isn't outside him, it's within him.
This may be the last ad you ever see. Because with the free ad block extension,
I said join the dark side, we have no
shopping,
ads. Well, I forgot to update my dark side membership.
Voice echoes in his mind, deep and smooth, filled with the very calm of someone who has seen countless ages pass. You're close, Anakin. So very close. Anakin's eyes widen, his breath catching.
Yes.
He recognizes the
Darth
presence from his
Tenebris.
studies, from the flickering images in Tenebris's journals.
Anakin.
Darth Tenebris. But that should be impossible. The
Yes,
Sith
of
Lord
course it
long
is.
Dead, his remains buried in hollow.
But what if he transferred his
How?
essence?
Anakin murmurs, bewildered, a tinge of unease creeping into his
Oh
voice.
wait, but no, hold on. There have
Rather
been
than
dark side
remove the
apparitions
dark
before,
presence,
especially with
it is now
Darth
even
Bane.
more ever present, constantly
And Darth
nudging
Revan, too.
fully revealing himself. I am with you now. When you studied my remains, some of my maxichlorians found new life. Powers
Interesting.
within you. I can show you what the Jedi never could. He says I need guidance. You're an engineer of destiny, Anakin.
And he's also an engineer in general, so like it makes
The
sense.
Jedi squander the Force, worshipping it blindly. But you and I see it for what it truly is. A tool. One that can be reshaped and redefined. I'm no Sith, and I'm not here to destroy the Jedi and fulfill whatever plans you have. I never sought to destroy the Jedi. That would be a waste of effort. No, I wished to render them obsolete. They cling to power without understanding it. With the knowledge I've given you, Anakin, we could leave them defenseless, empty shells. You've seen what they truly are, Anakin. Archaic, weak. A slow
Maybe not
smile
weak, but
spreads
archaic?
across
Absolutely.
Anakin's face as he listens, understanding the purpose that lies
Oh
ahead.
shit. Oh, Anakin
The
really
Jedi
fell off the
are
deep end at
his
this point then,
allies.
didn't he?
They are obsolete, relics to be dismantled.
My
The power to do
skin's
so.
dying because you're under it. I'm done lying to myself for this, but all the wondering, believe me, man, it's making me weak. I'll fade away and classify myself as obsolete. Obsolete. Delete. Delete. I'll fade away and classify myself as obsolete. My skin's dying. For those of you who are OGs and know, if you're wrestling fans and wrestling OGs, if you know, you know. Yeah.
Though is now within his grasp. He recalls how helpless they were before the Senate, becoming little more than glorified enforcers for the Republic's will.
Facts.
How they are willing to even turn on each other to stay in the Senate's good graces.
Yep.
Yes,
I mean, technically,
I'll show the Jedi
they're
what
not
true
wrong.
Power looks like. Slowly, a strange occurrence begins to take place within the Jedi Order. Several Jedi find themselves ambushed and knocked out. When they wake up, they are horrified to discover that their powers are being cut off from the Force. At first, they think it is because some sort of poison, but when they go to the medical suite, they find nothing wrong with them. It is as if their powers were simply taken. Even mighty Jedi Masters like Luminara
Good,
Unduli and
Anakin.
Kiari-Mundi are ambushed with their powers taken. Anakin begins to spread rumors that it is the Force itself that is punishing these unworthy Jedi. Although Mace Windu and Yoda try to keep the tension down, the rumors of the Jedi losing their powers soon fill the temple, leading to mass hysteria, especially among the younger Jedi. Here, Anakin is ready to present a guiding hand, acting as a mentor to those lost Jedi. He offers meditation to help them deal with this difficult time. Those who agree find themselves feeling the Dark Lord's presence.
I'll have the AC on for a little bit. I'm going to turn
Tenebris
it off in a minute.
slowly whispers to their ears, filling their heads with lies. While he doesn't enter their minds like Anakin, He continues to slowly influence them, turning them against their fellow Jedi. Far from calming them, this sect grows even more radical and disillusioned with the Jedi, seeing their fall is tied with that of the Republic's. But when Anakin isn't working to club these Jedi, he's continuing Darth Tenebris's work, trying to learn the identity of Plagueis' apprentice to destroy him and ensure his line of the Sith will continue. Together, the two meditate and begin harnessing the power of their technology to identify the new Sith Lord. Thankfully, they are helped by Dooku's information. They know that the Sith Lord is a member of the Senate, so Tenebris creates an algorithm that will help them identify him. Eventually, they discover that it is none other than Chancellor Palpatine. Anakin's disbelief fades quickly, replaced by a dark satisfaction. Palpatine, his friend, his trusted advisor, had been manipulating events all along. The betrayal burns, but Tenebris urges him forward. Now, Anakin, patience is key.
Anakin,
Let
patience
us
is
learn
key.
what we can.
Let us learn what we can.
With Tenebris guiding him through the ancient Sith security codes, Anakin hacks into Palpatine's encrypted systems.
Oh,
Within
that makes
hours, He
sense.
uncovers shocking truths. Palpatine's plans for the clone army, records,
Order
of the
66.
inhibitor chips, and the activation
Yeah.
command hidden within.
Imagine being
Oh,
able to
man,
build an
come
app
on.
with your name on it.
Trail
just
Eagle.
by thinking about
Yeah.
it. Meet Base 44.
Order 66. He keeps all of this in his data rod as he confronts Palpatine in his private quarters.
Anakin, to what do I owe this unexpected visit?
I know everything, Darth Sidious.
You've finally uncovered the truth, and here I thought you were the naive one. So, what do you intend to do?
Well, for the sake of our old friendship, I offer you terms of surrender. Lay down your weapons and submit to what happens next, and I shall let you live. You will have to resign, of course, and renounce your position as Chancellor. But you can at least live.
That will not happen.
With a roar of fury, Palpatine lashes out, a red blade igniting. The clash is swift and brutal, the room filling with the sound of lightsabers meeting in deadly strikes. Palpatine's skill is honed by decades of dark mastery, and he refuses to
Oh,
back
if only
down.
someone could make a meme with
Instead,
that.
his lightsaber slashes in a
Oh,
fury
someone
of
did. They put the
strikes.
oof sound in it.
But Anakin meets this head-on, guided by Tenebris's voice. He parries each one and welcomes
I wonder if
the dark
Palpatine senses
energy.
this.
While this might be a distraction to most Jedi, it strengthens Anakin and pushes Palpatine's lightsaber down, letting it embed itself into
Let
his
your
seat.
hatred guide
Anakin
you,
takes this opportunity
Anakin.
to punch him across the
Drain
face.
the Force.
Acting quickly, Palpatine retracts his lightsaber and then activates it just as Anakin strikes again. He whirls and leaps back as his momentum is lost.
I wonder if he
allowing
actually,
Anakin
like,
to
at some
take
point could have
charge.
actually taken up.
His
Well, I mean,
attacks
he
are
could have
more
if he was
aggressive
at
and brutal,
full
forcing
powered
Palpatine
and
to
didn't
be
get cut
careful
up by
to
Obi-Wan.
remain out
Yeah.
of reach from his attacks.
He would have been able
He
to
growls
go
and
full
tries
power
to
with that.
block Anakin's attacks and counterattack, but Anakin somehow flicks his wrist and sends Palpatine's lightsaber aside. He points it at his throat, but Palpatine sends lightning forking out at him. While this would normally take a Jedi off guard entirely, all it does is stop Anakin momentarily. The follow-up attacks become increasingly ineffective as Anakin bears down at him again, denying Palpatine a chance to grab his lightsaber. Desperately, Palpatine reaches for his comlink and tries to order his clones here.
Activate Order 66.
Anakin raises his comlink and smirks. Override commands. Your hold over the clones is broken. Realizing he's been outmaneuvered, Palpatine's desperation turns to
Anakin
panic.
being a G.
Anakin seizes this opportunity,
Especially with this.
channeling his
He already
new
did his
mastered
research. He
technique.
already knew what was going
He
on.
reaches into Palpatine's very essence, feeling the pulsating core of midichlorians that connect the Sith Lord to the Force. With deliberate focus, he begins to sever that bond. The surprise sends Palpatine to his knees. He screams and shakes his head. Though he puts up more of a fight, Anakin smiles and presses deeper, severing each bond one at a time as he begins to truly feel his age. He crawls desperately.
It's actually kind of
reduced
brutal when
to
you
a
think
frail,
about it.
Powerless shell. With Palpatine defeated, Anakin heads to the Senate, presenting all the evidence before them, detailing Palpatine's corruption and the manipulation that nearly tore the Republic apart. Shock and outrage ripple through the Senate at the extent of Palpatine's betrayal. Meanwhile, the Chancellor simply stands there, a husk of who he was as the trauma of the recent attack shakes him to his very core. He barely even raises a word to defend himself. This allows the Senate to vote overwhelmingly to arrest him, giving him life imprisonment. But that isn't where Anakin stops. Instead, he continues to bring up the other issues of the Jedi, who had almost entirely gone along with the Chancellor's wishes. He points out how the Jedi have become weak and easily manipulated. While these aren't new talking points in the Senate, the fact that a Jedi of all people is condemning them is enough to send shockwaves.
Yeah, no,
He
that makes
insists
sense.
that the Jedi must be disbanded,
Especially politically.
and promises that he can accomplish it. Although surprised, the Senate is eager to see what Anakin can do. They approve of this plan and give him the powers to deal with the Jedi however he
Hey,
sees
Anakin,
fit.
here you go.
Anakin summons his Jedi supporters with the order and demands their surrender. To reinforce them, they also summoned the clones, whose inhibitor chips are now programmed to obey Anakin. They order them to help
that
the rest
was
of the
really
Jedi
smart,
for
too.
decommissioning.
Shit.
When Yoda wakes up the next morning, he finds the temple surrounded by several clone legions, with the rebel Jedi holed up in the council chambers. Their demands are clear: unconditional surrender. Many Jedi urge him to fight, including Mace Windu. Violence soon breaks out as several loyalists storm the chambers and attempt to drag out the Jedi council members. The clones take this as their signal to storm forward, rushing up the steps and pouring blaster fire against the Jedi who desperately rush to defend their home. Soon, the courtyard of the Jedi Temple turns into a bloodbath as dozens fall on the ground, but as the clones prepare to push deeper, a figure leaps down from the window and orders them to
Anakin.
halt. He raises his hands, announcing that he and the Jedi
Obi-Wan?
will cooperate if the clones stand down.
Obi-Wan.
Minutes later, the
It's gotta
once
be Obi-Wan.
proud Jedi Order is marched out in chains as the clones escort them to face Anakin. Like with Palpatine and several of their comrades before, Anakin begins to remove their ability to connect with the Force. In a matter of weeks, thousands of Jedi lose this ability. But as Anakin busies himself, Obi-Wan sends a secret message to the one person who can stop him.
Wait, what?
Anakin returns to his private quarters after a
Hold
long
on.
day of work.
Was it Obi-Wan that made everyone surrender, or who was it? Like... Skip.
It has taken weeks.
So
but
who
at
was
long
it?
Last, he is nearly done purging
Padme,
the Jedi.
of course, is the one that can
Only
stop
a
him.
few remain, those in hiding or the frontiers. But Yoda and Mace and others have had their connection with the Force severed. Inside him, Darth Theorist is celebrating. At long last, the Jedi have been rendered obsolete, but Anakin's focus is elsewhere. From the corner of his eyes, he spots movement and turns slowly. Ahsoka.
Anakin, what have you done? You're destroying the Order. Everything we fought for.
I did it for you, Ahsoka. The Jedi didn't deserve you. They betrayed you, just like they betrayed the Republic. So I made them pay.
This isn't what I wanted, Anakin. I left because I believed in something more. Not
Facts.
this.
Facts.
You've become worse than them.
For a moment, his resolve falters, the flicker of the old Anakin resurfacing. But Tenebrous' dark presence pulses within him.
You'll understand eventually, Ahsoka. I'm saving us all from the Jedi's weakness. I need to know if you're with me.
I won't let you do this, Anakin. I can't.
Suddenly, she feels a surge of heat as Anakin's lightsaber rushes at her,
Ooh.
fueled by Tenebrous' strength.
Damn,
she
man.
barely manages to avoid the move and draws her own lightsabers. When their blades meet again, she is ready and turns it into a flurry of quick thrusts and cuts. She flips out of the way and avoids Anakin's vicious downward slash. She swings her lightsaber on both sides, but Anakin twists out of the way and kicks her. Growling, Ahsoka rushes forward, swinging one lightsaber back and forth in a quick set of slashes, but withdraws as Anakin comes near. Anakin continues to advance, but he isn't at his peak form. After days of fighting against other Jedi to block their powers, he is exhausted and his attacks begin to slow. When his next swing comes crashing down, Ahsoka is waiting and raises both
When it
lightsabers
comes
to block his
crashing
attack.
down and it
She then
hurts
whirls and kicks his leg,
inside.
sending Anakin tumbling to the side.
Sorry, Dusty
As
baby.
she approaches, Anakin
Sorry,
turns
baby.
to her, eyes burning yellow as he
I'll
hurls
pet
some
her.
chairs her way. Ahsoka advances slowly, redirecting her until she's a few feet away, and slashes the last chair, sending splinters flying in all directions. She follows up and kicks Anakin hard in the face, sending him stumbling. But as he falls, Anakin pulls Ahsoka forward and slams her against the wall. She glances back and rolls aside just as Anakin's lightsaber plunges into the wall. Ahsoka tries to stab down, but Anakin's hand pulls away and slugs her across the face. He grabs his lightsaber and yanks it out before swinging at her again.
Stop this, Anakin. You're not yourself. This isn't who you are.
I am who I need to be.
Then, I'm sorry.
She raises her lightsaber and prepares to stab it down, but Anakin suddenly catches her arm and twists it away violently, causing her to yelp. His other hand grabs hold of her face, and he begins channeling the Force to begin severing her connection. She gasps out, trying to fight off his attacks, but his presence is
she could just stab him.
Backed up by Darth Theorist, it is like facing a tidal wave, and Ahsoka finds herself struggling to resist.
Please, you're better than this. You're still my friend, Anakin. I know you're in there.
Anakin hesitates, the weight of her words seeping through his exhaustion. For a moment, the darkness in his gaze lessens, but Tenebrous' voice rises in his mind, clawing for control, whispering,
"You don't need her. She's holding you back. You have power now. Don't let her take it from you."
Ahsoka, I can't.
You're no one's slave. You never let anyone tell you what to do. Don't start now.
She screams in pain. A surge of power rushes through her as Anakin's Force abilities slink deeper within her. The sound of her screams seem to crack Tenebrous' defenses as Anakin meets her gaze and the pressure weakens. He screams as Tenebrous roars inside her. Like it or not, the two of them are now one, and Anakin cannot fully control himself. Glancing to his
No.
side, Anakin throws himself
No.
backward, letting himself stumble out to the balcony. Ahsoka's eyes widen as she chases after him, while Tenebrous roars for him to stop. But it's too late. With the ghost of a smile, Anakin throws himself off the ledge. Ahsoka looks over to see Anakin disappearing below. Anakin's death would eventually be ruled a suicide. This left an unprecedented opportunity to pressure the Republic. Without Palpatine, Dooku now had an opportunity to press his claims. He demanded the Republic accept all his terms and give him effective control of the Outer Rim. With the Jedi gone and the Senate in chaos, they had no choice but to accept. The Jedi face an equally humbling experience. Anakin wiped out nearly the entire Jedi Order, with Ahsoka and a handful of other Jedi being left. The Senate's support of Anakin's plans also left them deeply distrustful. But with that humiliation came an opportunity to learn. With their powers cut off, many Jedi could no longer see themselves as moral guardians of the galaxy. Now they were forced to learn about the experiences of the average citizens. At the head of this new order was Ahsoka, who began to place more pressure on the Republic to lead its reform after its recent setbacks. But as they begin to rebuild themselves, Ahsoka began searching for recruits. The first of these came in the form of Anakin's children. That's our theory.
Damn,
The
man.
Star Wars universe is a galaxy filled with exciting stories and possibilities,
oh my
and we love
goodness.
exploring them.
Darth Theorist, dude, you outdid yourself. Like, I know this was a year ago, and I've been watching a lot more of your videos, especially those on Half-Blood Theorist, which, by the way, if y'all don't know, go ahead and check out Half-Blood Theorist. That is the YouTube channel you want to watch if you love Harry Potter theories, as well as Harry Potter Theory. That's another one, but yeah, my goodness, man, like, you outdid yourself. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you'd like to see, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family if you think it's appropriate, and it's inappropriate, share with your friends in the entire internet. My name is Referee Rob Jackson. And I will see you next time. Happy 4th of July, Jedi scum. Unlimited power!